The first 30 days of Carnivore, what to expect week by week.
I'm a pastor, an entrepreneur, a world traveler, and a martial artist. But most importantly, I'm a devoted husband and dad with an amazing family. And the older I get, the more I realize the importance of being healthy so that I can be all that I can and should for my family. I haven't always been healthy though. In fact, I've struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But in recent years, I found some great success in my weight loss and fitness journey living a lower carbohydrate lifestyle, particularly that of the keto and carnivore variety. Follow me on my journey as I continue to explore and share the benefits of living the low-carb lifestyle.
Okay, so you've decided to try the carnivore diet, but now you're wondering, what's actually going to happen to my body? Is this normal? Or how about, why do I feel amazing one day and terrible the very next? Look, I get it, okay? The first 30 days of carnivore can feel like a roller coaster, especially if you don't know what to expect. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens during your first 30 days on carnivore week by week. And that way you don't quit right before things start working. Hey, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jason, and I help busy parents and professionals like you and me simplify their health using the carnivore diet and metabolic healing strategies. And I've seen this over and over again, right? People quit within a week or so, sometimes 2 weeks, and it's usually right before the first big breakthrough really happens. So let's make sure that that's not you, shall we? All right, week one, carb withdrawal and shock. It's true, the first week is the hardest for most people, right? This is where your body is going from sugar burning to fat burning, right? And so this can feel like headaches. It can also show up as brain fog. Let's not forget about fatigue. Also, extreme irritability can be up there. And not to mention, you have strong cravings, right? And so this is often called the carnivore flu. It's very similar to the keto flu, right? And so what's actually happening here? Well, your glycogen stores are depleting, and also your insulin is dropping. Your body is learning to use fat for fuel. So what is it that you should be doing during this time? Well, one thing that you can do is increase your salt, drink more water, and make sure by all means that you eat enough food. I can't say this enough. Do not undereat. It makes this phase worse. Week two, adaptation begins. So this is where things start to shift a little bit, right? During this phase, you may notice cravings start to decrease, energy becomes more stable, mental clarity improves, one of my favorites, and then slowly your hunger begins to regulate. Now you might still feel a little off. You may feel like your energy reserves are not exactly consistent, and that's normal, okay? So don't worry too much about that. Your body is still learning a new fuel system. Week number three, stabilization. All right, so this is where many people start saying, okay, I think this is working. Now during this phase, you may experience more consistent energy, better focus, less bloating, and also reduced inflammation. Workouts may start improving again, and your body begins to feel more efficient. All right, week four, momentum and control. All right, so by the fourth week, things feel easier. Here's where you may notice that your cravings are mostly gone, and it's a great feeling. And you may experience here where your hunger is more predictable, if that makes sense. Your energy is steady. You also may feel more in control around food, which is a great feeling. You want to make sure that you're in control of food and not feel that food is running your life. And so this is where carnivore starts to feel sustainable. Now let's go ahead and make a few notes here about why the scale might be confusing to you. Here's something important. This scale, while as a necessary evil, the reality is it may drop fast in week one, and then it stalls during weeks 2 and 3, and then you start to see some fluctuation again in week 4. And that's normal as well. The truth is, early weight loss is often water being reduced, also inflammation going down, but real fat loss happens as your body stabilizes and heals. So what are some common mistakes that you need to watch out for within this first 30-day period? Well, if I were you, I think that the strongest things are to avoid these things: eating too little, eating too lean, ignoring electrolytes, overtraining, and of course, expecting instant perfection, right? These are the biggest reasons that people quit too early. Make sure that it's not you. So then how do we succeed in our first 30 days? Well, obviously, like anything else, you want to keep it simple, right? Eat fatty meat. Prioritize electrolytes. That means salt your food, right? And then also you want to stay hydrated and try to sleep more. Move daily. Remember that consistency beats perfection. The first 30 days aren't about perfection. They're about adaptation. If you push through the early discomfort, then I can almost promise you that you're going to unlock a whole lot of things, including better energy, reduced inflammation, and improved metabolism. And ultimately, the goal is long-term fat loss and overall health. All right, my friends, listen, that's it for today. If this helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and also comment day 1 if you're starting, or day 30 if you're already in it, all right? I appreciate every single comment. I look at all of them and try to respond to every one of them. This is Jason Ligo with the Low Carb Lifestyle. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.